Hi Scorpio, it's like Chrissy here, Christian, and I'm here to do a reading for you guys for the remainder of September, so September 15th through 30th. If you have not checked out the first video for the first part of September, that is on my page. Now, I think this is going to be I've been trying different ways to do videos in different formats. I think that that I'm going to start doing the videos for the season instead of month by month like that. So, or twice a month, because you guys don't watch anything past 15 minutes. So I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet, and not so many. So, anywho, thank you guys for tuning in. Please go ahead and click subscribe, the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that thumbs up for me if you can. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds to go ahead and do it. Bam, 1, 2, click. Wasn't that hard, huh? Press the button. Keep in mind that all readings can't possibly work for every single Scorpio, so take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Also, be sure to check out the video for your rising sign and your moon sign, and maybe there's some messages there to help as well, okay? I do personal one-on-one readings. That information is available down below of how to get in touch with me, as well as how to donate to my channel. Yap, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk. So we're going to get right into the reading. The first card that I'm going to pull for you guys is from the Animal Spirit, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. So we're going to see what energy Scorpio has for September 15th through 30th. What energy do we have? Okay, so you got the dolphin energy. So yeah, this is very, very positive. You're feeling very, very helpful. Some of you may actually be healers, which means that you may be doing something with something to do with healing arts. This and to me, this is, let me just say this. Whenever we think of healers, we always think of, oh, it's a yoga person, or it's someone who's reading cards, someone who's doing things like that. But healers can be a number of things. Healers can work in hospitals. Healers can work in schools. They can be teachers. They can be people who help. They can be like lawyers or people who help in the legal system. Healers are everywhere. It's just a matter of where you use that. So this is just, to me, with this here, this is this epiphany that you guys are having, that that you have the power to make change in people's lives by what you say and what you do, especially for some of you at work. This is you definitely coming into the ownership of having that ability, and maybe it's been following you around your whole life and you haven't really noticed that. This is also a good time to establish a good, strong spiritual practice. So if work and life and home life and friends and family or anything have been causing you a lot, causing you a lot of stress, or even if they haven't been causing you a lot of stress, this is a time for you to have to develop a strong spiritual practice. Like for me, for example, it's using cards. When I'm listening to cards. I make sure that I work out. Working out is spiritual to me. I walk through the park. I make sure that I get out in nature. These are these different things that I have that kind of restore me, that keep me in this positive space. So if you're wondering, how do I keep myself in this positive space? Because I start out like this, and then when I go home, it's not the same. Or I start off at the top of the day like this, and then it drains out. Well, when you're empathic, like a sign like Scorpio, which definitely is a water sign, you guys are naturally intuitive. You automatically take. So just imagine you being a magnet and you're walking through it. All these metal objects are just attaching to you as you walk down this hallway. And by the end of the hallway, you're really, really kind of bogged down and drained because you have all of these things attached to you. It's heavy. It's harder to walk. Well, this is something that, unfortunately, I don't, in a bad way, I've never been able to turn off the fact that I'm a healer, no matter how hard I try. Like, I try to say, okay, today, I'm not going to do that for people today. I'm going to just worry about me. And then it's like, oh, I gotta do this. Like, I just feel it. I feel it on me. So this is where, and even some of you may be pushing that away. I kind of feeling like some of you may be pushing that feeling away when you know that you're being compelled to do something or called to do something, and you're kind of like, you guys are a fixed sign. It's easy to say no and mean it, okay? But this is where you're finding out how to get restoration to be able to stay in that state of grace, because you have to be here. It's so important that you stay here to be able to receive the blessings that are at that vibration. So you can't want things and request things or request a certain level of experience at this vibration and then go back to not being here, to being bogged down by life, by yourself, by your situations, and then expect to receive the things that you're requesting, when the visions that you can see here. So you have to maintain this energy, maintain this this positivity, maintain this light within yourself to be able to bring the things that you're seeing in this state in. Because I think that when you're positive, you start to get the bigger picture, like, oh, look what I can do. Look what can become of this. Look how that worked out when I thought this way. Look how this turned out for me when I was positive, right? And a lot more of that is there for you. But first, you have to learn how to keep yourself there, okay? It's not good for just one day. It's like those people who go to church one day out of the week and then they feel like, oh, it makes them better than everyone else because they spent one day doing it. This is that thing where it lies in your heart every single day. And if it's not there, if it's just something that you're doing, just to get here, then it's not for the right reason. So this is you being back reconnected to that. And I really think that there is going to be this, this is going to be this test for you, because you guys are the sign of all or nothing, right? Either it's all or nothing. So this is it's almost like Spirit is challenging that with you, and they're saying the same thing back to you that you put onto everything else and everyone else in life. It's either all or nothing for everyone else. The Spirit is kind of saying it's all or nothing for you too, Scorpio. So it's either you're in and you get everything that comes along with it, or you don't, and then you kind of stay where you are. So this is that nudge from the universe to get you to kind of stay in that positivity, in that light, in that radiance, so that you can bring in things that match that positivity, that light, and that radiance. It brings in more of it, more of it, more of it. It's almost like you attract it in depending on what state of mind you're in and what place you're in, okay? So we're going to pull more energy from another card from, let's shuffle some more actually, from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Boom, boom, boom. All right, one last souffle, if you must. All right, let's see here. You know what? So for some of you, and it's funny because my sister's Scorpio, she works in the school. So so I kind of got a feeling here. This teach card here is definitely about you learning this lesson here about this. This is where life is trying to, it's kind of funny because I was kind of feeling like this. It's kind of like what I was saying, like you have this all or nothing take on life, and then life is kind of giving you back the all or nothing thing in a way. So it's wanting you to learn about how to navigate through this, because I think this is something that you've probably been doing for a long time. Unconsciously, not really knowing, having these great ups and these great downs, where your mood is really, really high and elevated, where things go down really low to where you don't understand them. And this is where, when we get the Hierophant, which is the teacher card here, this is all about investing in doing tangible things for your spiritual practice. So what this means, this will be someone that says, okay, I'm going to go to church. Okay, I'm going to do yoga. Okay, I'm going to do this. But this is what you're doing with your human body, to be able to show the universe that you're dedicated to the process of spiritual ascension. It can't just be in your mind, in your heart. You have to actually put one foot in front of another. So this is where you're kind of learning that lesson about how to be able to do that. The universe is trying to teach you that in that space, and trying to teach you how to put one foot in another, so that you can always be able to guide yourself back here. Because with water signs, it's easy for you guys to get caught up and swept away by emotions, and be into this kind of like this place that you go off to, where it's just your feelings, right? Where you can think on them, you can sit on them, you can brood over them if they make you angry, and you always have this little room that you can go to inside of yourself. But it's saying that you have to not deal with that on your own. There are practices that you can use to help elevate your mindset, your spirit. I just had pulled a card for for Libra when I was doing the reading for them, and I'm just going to show it to you. It's not the card that I pulled for you, but I just want to read. It says, every hero needs their theme music, and you're no exception. What are you constantly listening to and telling yourself? Ensure the soundtrack of your life is filled with affirmations, positivity, and motivation. So even down to what you listen to, you have to kind of start to find your own spiritual practice and make it a ritual. And it's so funny because before I was doing this reading, like, let me tell you guys, with tarot, I've been in cards. I have tried every single way. I know that I have a gift of intuition, which allows me to read into these cards deeper than what I can see on the picture. But then there's the knowledge of learning the systems within the tarot, okay? Which is, these cards right here, the traditional deck right here. So you have to learn about all of that. And then when you learn about all of it, you have to put your own take on it, like your own spin. What do you see in the card? Not what does everyone else see. So it's a lot of things you have to learn, but one thing that I have known, that has made me be able to read better is when I prepare myself for the reading. So that's breathing, that's cleaning my space, cleaning my energy, letting go of things, washing my hands before I do it, and then boom, everything starts coming through to me like magic. Now, can I pick up cards without doing any of that and still read them? Yes. But am I going to get as detailed and as accurate of a reading as I would like? That would be the most help to everyone around. I can't necessarily guarantee that, because me doing it from a place to where I've actually invested my time into making it better has actually worked. So this is kind of what I'm kind of saying to you. I'm not saying that you have to find your own tarot card thing. If it's for you, it's for you. But what I'm saying is, this is you taking tangible steps to create a space for spirit to be able to come in. So this is you saying, hey, whenever I go running, I feel like God is talking to me. I suddenly have the answers to all of life's questions. I suddenly know which way to go. When I'm angry, it suddenly goes away when I run. Or when I do yoga, it does this. Or when I talk to people, or when I record, when I type, when I write, when I go outside, when I plant my plants, like my sister does plants, when I'm gardening, okay? Seeing that rose right there. For some of you, it may be gardening. When I'm in water, when I'm around water, whatever it may be for you. This is learning how to find your well so that you don't run yourself dry, okay? This is you coming into this space of where you're learning how to restore yourself, and using your body to be able to do that, and not just relying on, okay, I'll just wait till the mood goes away. I'll just wait till the enthusiasm, positivity comes back. No, you can choose to make yourself be in that place, okay? Like when I know that I'm feeling low, I'm going to go probably run. I'm going to go probably work out. It releases endorphins in my body. It connects me to spirit. I'm able to bring it. It's an instant pick me up. So these are things that when I see my mood elevating or sliding, I'm like, uh-oh, we're going down. We start to do things that keep us lifted here, because when you're sending out requests as the dolphin energy into the universe, these are things that are going to come in at that frequency. So if you miss out, if you're ducking down when it comes, you can miss out on some of those things coming in, and you have to request it again and wait on it to come again, and then you miss the opportunity. So this is you holding yourself in this vibration and doing the things it takes to hold yourself in a positive, higher vibration, so that you can be able to facilitate the universe, or energy, good energy, positive energy, joy, prosperity, abundance, all those higher, lighter energies to come in, okay? Whew, I feel like that was a message. Yeah. All right, now, next card we're going to pull here is from the Power Archangel deck. Let's see, we're going to shuffle them. We're going to shuffle. And then, let's see. Spirit, what advice do we have for Scorpio, September 15th through 30th? Scorpio, September 15th through 30th, Spirit. Scorpio, September 15th. All right, release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. And I kind of feel like this is that, it's kind of like this is that space that you kind of go back into. This is that space that you kind of go back into. Let me tell you something. With the Tower card here, which is this one right here, you're going through this great transformation in life. And I feel like, if you watch, what is the show that used to come on? And I think Extreme Home Makeovers, right? So, they send the family off, and they send the family on this vacation to go to like Disney World or somewhere they've always wanted to go for a week, right? And then they redo the house while they're doing that. I get this sense or this feeling that it's so important. This is you being, when you're in this vibration, this is you at Disney World. And what's going on in your life is the house is crazy. All the rooms that you thought were supposed to be in place are crazy. Furniture's everywhere because there's this overhaul going on in your life to be able to bring in these things, okay? So when you sink down and you go down to this, you're not going to like what you see because your life is kind of being built on a sturdier foundation. These things right here that you're seeing when you get in this state, when you're in your most positive state, your visions and your dreams for yourself, your goals for yourself, your purpose. But when you come back, you might see some things here that may be a little bit devastating because there's this great change that's just kind of coming over your life all at one time. Okay? So that is why it's so important to find these places or to find your way to be able to go back, because whenever you're I keep on using the example of whenever you're remodeling a house, it does not always look pretty, but you know that the end result is going to be. So if you're going to be in this space to where you're waiting on it to get done, well, why is this here? Well, why is this? Well, you know we got to get new tile, so the old tile had to come up. Okay, well, you know you wanted a new door, so this door isn't there right now. You know you want a new fixture, so this fixture isn't there right now. So this is where you're gonna have to find something to do with your time to be able to cope with that with changes around you. Like I said, you're a fixed sign. I'm a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus. That's our sister sign. We don't really like change that much. We don't really like change that often. And this is where the universe says, okay, in order for you to get this, it's all or nothing. Either you're going to live in this space or you're going to live in this vibration to where, to where these things come in. The choice is yours, but you sitting there watching it happen, it doesn't make it any easier when there are other things that you could be doing, okay? Like working on yourself, working on your spiritual practice, okay? There are going to be other tower moments in your life where things kind of fall apart. What is going to be your response? What thing do you have to combat those moments when those things come in your life? Because releasing yourself from which holds you back, something is always going to be holding you back. Even when you get here, something's going to be holding you back because there's so much potential in all of us that what we see for ourselves as this thing that's going to make everything right, as this decision, this money, this person, this job, this house, this career, this dream is going to make everything great. You're already great, okay? That's why this is vibrating around like that, okay? You just have to stay in a place to where you're always feeling like you're great, and greatness is always going to surround you, okay? It's not necessarily in the moment, and when you go back and you look at it, you're going to be expecting the moment to show you that, and these things around you, if they were built on anything other than being in this space, they're not going to reflect where you are and where you're going. So it's going to be this agitation there. Okay, so release yourself from what holds you back, a need to detox, okay? Maybe a vacation is good. How I was saying about like go away, maybe for a weekend. Unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. So this right here is where you're going into it. It's like, we don't have a door on this hinge right now. It's like, but you know the door is coming, so don't waste your energy to do that. It's having confidence that, hey, what I saw in this vision is going to happen, and you have to do what you do to keep, because you're gonna see this and you're gonna want to say something about the door being off, but you want a new door. Okay, I don't like door. You want new tile, so you're gonna say something about the tile being ripped up, right? But if you stay in this, you're thinking like, oh, I know that tile is like that right now, but it's only because you're showing your friends on your phone. Look at this new tile that I'm gonna get there. Look at this. You're enthusiastic about it, okay? So just wanting to be this shift in this attitude. Find you a practice that keeps you. We're trying to find something that keeps you in this positive state, okay? Whew, feel like that was a lot. All right, now let's see here. I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards here. Let's see. Spirit. Situation. All right. There's that anxiety. And guys, I do flip my cards over. I was just telling Libra this in the last reading that I read them for what they are. So some of them I feel like a lot of times for me, the reverse meanings are very similar in my interpretation to what they would be if they were upright. So I like to see them upright. They help me a little bit more visually. All right. So this will be the challenges right now at this time. Oh my God. You got the same challenge that I believe Libra had. One of those signs. Let's see. And the sun is all about staying positive. So that's the challenge right now, to keep yourself in this positive vibration. And then look here, you have this is this dynamic. So remember what I was saying, one where you're anxious and worried, and then one where you're very happy and positive, where it's going to happen. And life is wanting you to learn how to stay in this vibration, because that's truly who you are. So the thing is, the ego is, it makes you think that you have to worry, but the truth is, you are, this is what your energy looks like. It's beautiful, it's like colorful, it's not dark and dreary, and you know, like this here. Okay, right now it may look like that, but it's only so that the light can be shined on things that need to be, so that the light can be shined. I'm sorry, I don't know where it kind of broke off at, but it's only looking like that because it was built on this foundation that the light needs to be shined on, to be able to let you see what it looks like, so that way you can be able to appreciate going from one space to the other. It's not for you to get fixated on, oh, this is the way that everything's going to be forever. No, you have to kind of know that, and as you start to, you're going to see a lot of things as you start to elevate your life, that, oh, why'd I ever make that decision? Why'd I ever go that way? Why'd I ever do that? As you do it, but it's not to make you get back in to, oh my God, let me beat myself up about it. Okay, it's unnecessary. These things are already done. You're already in the process of things moving around. You just have to find somewhere to put your mind as you go through this change. This is a 5 here, so it's about change. Okay, and let's see here. Let's see here. What's the conclusion? Okay, yeah. So look, that's a good card to have there. I'm happy that it came up right there like that. For some of you, looking at the bottom of the deck here, you got the 4 of Wands right here. This could be, if this is about relationship, this is marriage. If this is this, then yeah, that can totally come in. But you got to keep your mindset up in that space, and not to nitpick or nag at the person that you're with, because you're not there yet, and this is where you really want to go. It's coming to you. You just have to kind of start envisioning what it looks like, manifest it, create it in your mind, instead of creating all the ways that it's not going to work. Start to think about what it will look like and what it will feel like to be there. And even if it's not a marriage, this is a completion, not a completion, but this is a, yay, we're there. This is a celebratory moment. It's a 4, so it's about stability. So it's crossing over from the 3, where we're waiting on things to come in, and this is that point where we're actually there. But once again, with the 4, look at this. You see these cards that are right here, like, I mean, this Wands, it's like this thing that's kind of set up, but these people are kind of far back. They're not exactly there yet, and this is you. And if you're in a relationship, this is you in a relationship. You're not exactly there yet, okay? And this is the house, so you're leaving away from a certain thing, but you're not exactly there. You're kind of in between, but it doesn't mean that it's not there already, that you haven't already put in you've already like put your energy towards this happening. So don't be, it's the same thing I was saying. You already know that the towel is going to come in. Don't complain about the towel not being there. Okay. Yeah, the 6 of Swords here, you see how these waters are kind of choppy, kind of emotionally all over the place. And this is where you're starting to put these swords down instead of letting them keep you up at night. And then you're starting to move more towards it. And the more you move towards it, the smoother it is once you do that. Once again, indication that there should probably be some type of trip or something, some type of vacation or getting away from your environment, so that you can be able to have a fresh set of eyes or a fresh outlook on everything. But yeah, this is definitely, when you get the Decision card that release the Tower, and then you got the 6 to where you're moving on. 6 is all about harmony. You're coming from a 5 to a 6. So this change brings about this great harmony. You're moving on from one chapter of your life to another, one where you're kind of more in this state than you are in this state. And from that, you're able to bring in a lot more than you've previously been able to, okay? And then let's see here. We're going to pull a card from the Energy Oracle deck. What advice does Spirit have for Scorpio from September 15th through 30th? What advice do you have? So look, started off here talking about being a healer. Started off here talking about that, and I know I kind of didn't really go that much into that, but that was one of the messages that I got here. For some of you, I feel like if you are teaching or if you're showing people the way, you are healing people. So don't discredit or discount what it is that you're doing. That's another thing there. Okay, and just take in the fact that you're going to take on a lot of people's anxieties and things as you have to communicate and deal with other people. Just make sure you find ways to be able to release yourself from that, because you're naturally like that. And then once again, you got the Healer of Ages coming up. The 5 and the 1 is 6. That's harmony, okay? This is how you find the roadmap to find a kind of balance in that. I'm going to read to you the Healer of Ages. And then I'll read to you the Dolphin, and we will move on. All right? So it says health and vitality. The ancient powerful being brings forth the ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of the divine consciousness pours from his hands and hearts, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt a strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to some wonderful sensations now, okay? You can call upon the mystery of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. So I want to just go ahead and reiterate what I was saying about getting this spiritual practice. You can call upon the emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. So you kind of see what I'm saying here? These things are available to you. You don't have to do this alone and go into this and try to maintain and just wait around for you to have a burst of positivity. You can do that on your own. You just have to put that to practice, and you have to put one foot in front of the other. And sometimes it's not easy if you've been living in a life where it's like, woe is me, to go to that. But that is an option that's available to you. And it says the powerful healing of eternal love is with me now and always. Divine consciousness fills every cell. I am whole, healthy, vital, and at peace, okay? So these are things to keep in mind in this period. This reading is going to be a little bit longer than I thought it would, because I want to read some things to you. The gifts of the dolphins are beyond what our human mind can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphins to underestimate the impact they make in the world. So what was I saying? Being a healer is not just reading tarot cards. It's being a teacher. It's being a doctor. It's all of these things in life, okay? So don't underestimate what you're doing. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming into contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. So just confirmation to all of the things that I said right there, okay? Yes, and boom, one more card wants to come out. I feel it. Gonna pull from the Work Your Light Oracle deck here. Let me shuffle them, good time. Then let me see here. Spirit, what message do we have for Scorpio? What advice do you have for Scorpio at this time, Spirit? What advice do you have? Yes, just say yes, okay? So if there's been something that you've kind of been on the fence about, the answer here is yes. If there's been some move, if there's been a move that somebody's been thinking about, definitely a yes. I would tell you that there's nothing to lose. I knew it was something else that wanted to come out. It's nothing to lose because you've already seen the worst of it. It's no better opportunity when everything is falling apart to build something new, okay? And I'm going to pull another one because that was just an answer. I feel like it's another message here. Let's see here. What other? Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Once again, this right here is you taking a trip or traveling. So I kind of got, I don't know. It's somebody here that kind of needs to get away. I feel like that right here. After going through this, a tower moment is it's a lot that you're dealing with. It's like an overhaul of your life. Whenever the foundations that you've kind of built yourself on start to kind of fall away, to give you something with more stability and bring these things in, like I had with the Four of Wands here. This is stability to be able to bring that in. Some things kind of have had to fall apart, and that could be a lot to deal with energetically. But once again, this is saying to retreat, to rest, to go into your place like that. For some of you, I feel like it's taking a trip. I see these cactuses here and this the sun here, so it could be somewhere like Grand Canyon-y, or somewhere like in California or something like that. But I definitely see that as something that would definitely help recenter yourself and to refocus your energy. Okay, so these are the this is what I have for you guys. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this reading, and I will talk to you later. Please like, subscribe, and let me know if it resonates down below. All right.